historic royal palaces, including Hampton Court, has been working with Kingston University really closely for ages. There's such a lot that we have in common. We're practically next door, for heaven's sake, and they are interested in history and culture. They even come and bring their students here and do musical performances and drama performances in the Great Hall. The Knowledge Transfer Partnership consisted of Kingston University at one side, historic royal palaces at the other, and in the middle we had a research curator for 3 years who was responsible for getting the knowledge out of the university and into our visitor displays. The particular one that was held at Hampton Court sort of broke records because visitor numbers, which is kind of the crudest measure of its success, they went up like that. Really, before and afterwards, you could see that there were 100,000 extra visitors coming to Hampton Court. And more importantly than that, even I would say, they were having a really good time when they got here, and they were learning all sorts of things about Tudor history and Henry VIII and getting excited about the past. In our last big project, which was the Knowledge Transfer Partnership, we were looking particularly at the Tudor side of Hampton Court and Henry VIII and the part that people know about. But we've got here the Baroque Palace. This is England's Versailles, really, and this is the side that now needs our attention, so that people get to know that it's here. Next year, 2013, at Hampton Court, we're having this exhibition called Secrets of the Royal Bedchamber, and it's going to explore what the King actually did in bed and how his beds were looked after. So we had the idea of going to Kingston University and saying, look, we need some help here, we need some research. They gave us a PhD student who worked for 3 years on this very topic. Her name's Olivia. She's achieved marvels. She's done some really, really interesting work.
The exhibition is going to explore themes such as royal death, royal births, marriages, ceremonies that all took place in the bedchamber. And my research looked at those rituals and ceremonies. And so it's going to provide a lot of interpretation for the exhibition. So Hampton Court is really unique in that it has 2 fantastic state bedchambers and 2 private bedchambers that survive reasonably well intact today. So it's been a wonderful place to study and a wonderful place to see objects in their original location.
We've got inside there the country's best collection of enormous 4-poster magnificent state beds, and you're going to be able to come and see them all.
The royal bedchambers here at Hampton Court are really interesting because they're not all designed to be slept in. The King and Queen actually had between 2 and 3 bedchambers, and only the most private of those would have been slept in. The state bedchamber, from the reign of Charles II onwards, becomes a much more public ceremonial space. Charles had lived at the French court during his exile during the interregnum, and he brought back French customs to the English court, and that transformed the royal bedchamber into a much more theatrical, performative space. So within that room, he would allow courtiers to watch him dressing with his bedchamber servants, but he would also use the room for more formal occasions such as knighting courtiers, and the rituals of births, marriages and deaths were also held in the bedchamber. It's been a wonderful 4 years of research, and I feel that I've been welcomed both by Hampton Court and Kingston. They've been brilliant at providing support between the 2 institutions. This was just a really, really exciting project, something that was new and different, and yeah, a real challenge.